Hi everyone, welcome back to Brown Girl Blue. My name is Tabitha, and on this channel I am going over some of my memories growing up as a Jehovah's Witness kid. And today I want to talk about the fear of missing out. So when I was a kid, because there were so little activities that we could participate with, I found myself always stuck in daydreaming and looking at other families and just wishing that I was somewhere else. Always dreaming about what would it be like to celebrate Christmas, or what would it be like for someone to sing happy birthday to me? What would it be like to have Thanksgiving dinner, go trick-or-treating, going to a party, going to a dance? And I always lived in this constant state of wondering what I was missing out on. And just thinking about all the fun things that I thought other people were having, dreaming about being allowed to have a boyfriend, or just dreaming about just being able to be a kid and not having to worry about, some of these really big ticketed adult concerns. Things like wondering when God's going to destroy the earth, or wondering when this whole system is going to end, or wondering about if God is pleased with my actions. Always being worried about, am I doing enough? And I just found that I quite often would always be looking at someone else's life and wondering what that life was like, and wanting to just want to have more fun experiences. And I know some of this is the natural process of growing up, where kids often will always wonder what that family is doing. But I feel like in some regards mine was a little bit more exaggerated, because there were such little things to enjoy in our home, that I just was always finding myself just wondering, was there something else out there that I could enjoy? I mean, just simple things, just having just some fun, or being able to just go hang out with a friend, or just to have friends outside of the Jehovah's Witness community. And as I said earlier in one of my other videos, that I never felt like I had real friends in that community. It was more of associates and just other kids who were going out in the field ministry, or other kids who were, they were competing to have parts in various meeting programs throughout the week that was held in that religion. So I didn't feel like I had friends, because I wasn't allowed to operate as a child with friends. I didn't get to go over to anyone's home and just play, or, just go and just do anything that was fun. Even in school, playing with my friends, or playing with my school friends, there was always a cap on that, because I considered them to be worldly, and they weren't people who were in our organization. And so it was like those relationships weren't real, but was just something that I had to do while I was in school. So, thinking about the fear of missing out, and just living with that constant, always wondering what another person's life was like, and trying to imagine that life to be mine. Just never being able to feel okay, of just being present in the moment, but always seeking happiness outside of myself. So one of the things that I've done throughout my adult life to recover from that FOMO, and I'm sure that part of human nature to have a little bit of that, always wondering if someone has it better than yourself. I think that's part of humanity. But in my regards, just always being aware of, oh my gosh, like things have got to be better somewhere else than this. So what I found as I got older, I don't want to spend my life of always worrying about what am I missing out on. That's not a fun way to exist or to live. And so for me, learning how to be grateful for the things that I have, for the life that I have, for the experiences that I had, not just the experiences, but coming through some of the coming through those experiences and being a stronger person and having more resilience and just learning to appreciate life, learning to appreciate and love the life that I have, and practicing quiet in my mind. I really had to be careful on social media, looking at other people's lives and just really not getting caught up in, oh, that person's life is better than mine. But really just taking stock of my own life and looking at all the experiences that I have throughout my life and the things I have been able to get through and the different challenges that I've been able to conquer. Also, just being present, just practicing being present and just enjoying whatever activity that I'm doing at that time, whether it's reading a book, if it's going outside to walk, if it's at my job, doing my daily work, if it's in my kitchen, making a meal for my husband or baking bread or, being able to hang out with my niece and nephew, just learning to appreciate life and appreciate the life that I have. So that fear of missing out, one of those things that develops when you're in an environment where your experiences are so constricted that you learn to live outside of yourself and you're seeking happiness outside of yourself. FOMO is a time stealer, and time is something that we cannot get back. Sometimes I do get a little bit sad when I think about all the years that I have spent on practicing that, of looking at someone else's life and wondering, gosh, that looks pretty cool. Like, why can I do that? Or what, I wish that was happening to me. Or how come I'm not having that experience? Just so much time that I wasted of being in that space is not healthy. It's not helpful. And it's not positive. So being able to recover from that chronic FOMO mindset and just being okay with life and being so appreciative of the life that I have, and just understanding that life is a gift, and I'm so very appreciative to be alive and to just enjoy the people that are in my life now, the people that I want to be in my life, and just stop worrying about what I think I'm missing out on, because I get to choose what I want to do. I don't have anyone telling me what things I can do, what I can't do, what things I can enjoy, what I can't enjoy, and why I shouldn't enjoy them even if I want to. But just being in a better place and just really appreciating life for where it is. And, just letting that, just really working with myself to let that go. That I have a life and I have value, and I don't have to look outside of myself to find happiness or contentment or graciousness. I have all those gifts within me. I have them with me. I don't have to look outside of myself for that. So growing up in a Jehovah's Witness child in a Jehovah's Witness household, because of the restrictions and thought and activity and having a choice and making choices, even if they're choices that aren't the best, but life teaches you, to learn those lessons and to able to go through that developmental experience and just to be able to experience life as one is growing up is important. So I know that I have learned quite a bit in my young adult years, now in my 50s now, and just looking back at all the lessons that I've learned in life since growing up in that type of environment as a child. So FOMO, yeah, it's a thing to where you're always looking and thinking at someone else's happier than you, or someone has something that you would like to experience, but you get stuck. You get stuck because you don't actually do it. You just trap it in your mind of wouldn't it be nice if I could have that? Wouldn't it be nice? So things are better now. As you get older, you develop a different perspective and realizing that, hey, I am not living in that environment anymore. It can be difficult because of your mind. If you allow your mind to be stuck in that, even though you're getting older, but your mind is still in that place. So being able to get the support, to have a better environment around you to where you know that you don't have to do that anymore. You can be happy with your life, and knowing that you have the ability and the power to create the life that you want. It's up to you. And I tell myself that it's up to me to decide and live the kind of life that I want to live without worrying about missing out on some experience. If I want that experience and I really want to do it, then I have to put the work in to do it. Make that a goal and go for those things that I want to do. So it's also good to write goals down. I do that. I write some goals down that I want and that I believe can happen, and also have an expectation that it will happen. And most times those things happen because it's your goal that you want to do. So being purposeful about things that you want to do, and really take charge of your life and live the life that you want to live, and not allow FOMO, which is fear. You know what fear does? Fear stops everything. Just being happy with your life and choosing to do the things that you want to do, because now we get to choose. We don't have anyone. We don't have this big demand that's holding our mental abilities and freedom of choice so harshly that you don't even realize that, hey, you still have a choice. So realize that we have choices now. I have choices now, and I can decide, and I do decide to live the kind of life that I want to live. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching and walking with me on this journey as I think about some of my experiences growing up and being raised in the Jehovah's Witness household. And also part of this too is me looking at some of my old thinking that needs to be tweaked a little bit to help me to continue to advance in my life. And I hope the same for you. So until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.